Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've been to my channel before, welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you're ever seeing this. Oh, hold on. That happens a lot. Interesting. So this is a general love and relationship reading for all signs. I didn't get around to making a full moon one. We just had the full moon in Aquarius. And this, I'm recording this after, so it could, oh, whoops. Sorry, that was my ring light that's on my phone moved. Hold on. There. Sorry about that. I don't edit my videos. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I always pull cards for myself in the morning, and I pulled the moon card this morning, or today, or right before this, actually. And then I pulled the Ace of Swords, which is about truth and clarity. And so the first two cards that came out from my zodiac, my Black Moon Astrology, it's not zodiac, Black Moon Astrology deck, is the moon and Gemini, I think, which is very similar to the Ace of Swords energy. So let's see what this is about. So I guess I am picking up on some collective energy. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos. It helps me grow and makes me feel so good about myself. I'm just kidding. I mean, it does, obviously, like, I'm not gonna lie, it does, but I just am wanting to grow my channel, so I would appreciate it. And sun, we have the moon and the sun. It's been, that happened before, a while ago, like a few months ago, the sun and the moon reuniting. And I think the communication card had come out. Interesting. So we are feeling, I feel like there's some old energies resurfacing, and that's actually very, here, I'll show you the sun card. That's actually very, I guess, common with full moons, right? It's things coming full circle, things coming to the surface that you can feel and release. And so something coming up, like something from the past, possibly, not necessarily from the past, but something's resurfacing, something's surfacing or resurfacing. And it could be from the past. Obviously, if I recorded those videos about the sun and the moon and all that a few months ago, it is from the past, right? But Gemini also represents the lovers in the tarot. So there's that. And the sun and the moon are opposites. So the moon would be like the yin or the feminine energy. Did I say the sun? The moon. Sorry. The moon would be like the yin or the feminine energy. I don't know what I said. The sun would be like the yang or the masculine energy. So that's, and then we have the lovers, Gemini in between. But Gemini is also, I think, right? It's, Geminis are very quick-minded. They're witty. They're very social. And the Two of Cups. So love is showing up. Okay, so the first card we have is the Two of Cups. This is love, going on a date with somebody, sharing your cup with somebody. And it's an equal thing. It's not like you have feelings for somebody and they don't have feelings for you. And then also, if we're talking about signs, Gemini came up. So it could be you are a Gemini, your sun or your moon is in Gemini, or you just have Gemini in your chart. Or it could be somebody else that you're thinking about when it comes to love that has Gemini in their chart, their sun sign or their moon sign. The Five of Cups. Okay, so maybe the thinking part is this. The Five of Cups is things coming back from the, or looking at not things coming back from the past, looking at the past and things that didn't work out and feeling sad. So maybe it is something from the past, like a relationship you had, or this is like you're mourning. And what this, again, I am feeling full moon energy, even though I know we came out of it. It's still, the energy can still be there. Or you could still be releasing stuff or processing things. So I feel like this is processing possibly something that didn't work out. So the Devil is Capricorn energy, but it is also, could be addictions, vices, things you feel bound to, something you can't let go of, codependencies. So mourning a relationship from the past that was codependent. The Unknown. Ooh. This is about searching for answers and not getting it, mostly because it's not time. So timing has a lot to do with that card. It's like sometimes we think we need answers, but really, lots of cups so far. Lots of emotional stuff coming up. Like if you were feeling a lot of stuff during this full moon energy, this might be giving you a better idea of what was happening for you if you didn't fully understand it. So the Four of Cups is about feeling discontent, not liking what you're being offered. And the Four of Wands is marriage, union, coming together, celebration, creating stability. 2 4s in a row. So 44 or 4s can mean something possibly. I get the Unknown card and the Four of Cups, the Four of Wands together, to me means, especially if we already are talking about like why something didn't work out in the past, it's almost like you're not sure what you're contemplating is like, why didn't I, maybe you were married, or maybe you had some kind of stability or some kind of, why, I get it's you questioning why I wasn't happy in this relationship, or why this relationship didn't work out. It's like you are going through that process because and it may still be unknown to you, or it's like it has been, but now you're finally diving more deep into it. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus energy. Could be you, the person watching, if you're a feminine energy. It could be you, even if you are a masculine or a man or whatever you identify with. It could just mean your feminine energy within. But she's grounded, stable, nurturing. She's a bad bitch. Like she takes care of herself. She don't need no mans. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but that's how she feels. She doesn't need a man. I'm actually feeling very vulnerable, surprisingly. As I was, well, I think we just hit the nail on the head, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that the relationship didn't work out, the one that you're thinking about, is because you were afraid to be vulnerable, or you didn't feel comfortable being vulnerable. There was an aspect of either this person or just the way the relationship was, whether it was just where you were at in your life, or the other person, or how they showed up with you. It's easier to be in this energy, to be on your own, to be independent, to create everything yourself and do it all yourself. It's easier for you to be in that energy than it is for you to feel vulnerable. So the Page of Swords is spying, or just observation. It can be about keen observation, sitting still and watching something, observing something. And it's swords, so it's our mind, right? So we're observant of, or we're aware of our thoughts. Then we have the Magician. I don't know why I'm like blanking right now. Like, anyways, having all the tools you need at your disposal to create what you want. It's you finding your power. And with these 3 cards together, the Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Magician, it's like you actually needed to experience this and develop these skills for yourself in terms of being independent, building up your life the way that you needed and wanted. But it's also you needed to find your power and realize the power of your thoughts. Like your words, your thoughts, the way you think and feel creates your reality. And that was actually one of the lessons you had to learn on your own. So that could also be a reason why this relationship that you're thinking about, that you're processing, didn't work out. The Knight of Cups. So, a knight in shining armor, someone offering you love, or you offering love to somebody, taking action towards something that you love. The Fool and the Chariot. The Fool is taking leap of faith, movement forward. Like both of these are about movement forward. This is like the first step, taking that leap of faith, trusting. And the Chariot is Cancer energy, but it could be about achievement, advancement forward, quick movement forward as well. And it's on your spiritual path. I almost get, you had to go towards what felt good for you and take a leap of faith in a direction that maybe didn't make any sense. I'm feeling like whoever's watching this possibly was the one who left this relationship, because you knew that this is what your soul was calling you to do. The Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the wounded warrior, but it's like looking back at the past and seeing how far you've come. I think you also had to do that for yourself. Like, you needed to be alone in order to process and to look at like look at it's almost like she's looking back at the destruction she caused, and that's what you're processing. And it's not to say that you, like, destruction can be good or bad. It just depends on how you see it. Like, so if you hurt people, like, that was never your intention, but you're still looking back at why did I act that way? Or look at the decisions I made, and geez, oh my God, so many. Look at the decisions I made, and you're questioning why. The Knight of Wands is like the Casanova. He comes in quickly, leaves very quickly. It's about passion. It could be about lust, like one night stand kind of energy. And then the Nine of Cups is getting your wishes being fulfilled, your wishes granted. The destruction was needed in order for you to see what it is you truly do want, is what I get. Like, it's almost like you knew that this period of time where it felt very difficult, your higher self, or like whoever you were being guided by, your spirit team, your higher self, basically your soul, knew that it was going to be quick. Like, this is quick movement in and out. It's like coming in quickly, like leaving quickly, just like I said. So it's a little bit fleeting, and it's not necessarily permanent. He's not going to stick around for a long time, but I get that that's more the energy of you knowing that the destruction or what you needed to go through, the difficulty, was just a small sacrifice in order to get what you actually want. And it's also to see what you actually want. You have to go through that process of, this wasn't what I wanted, right? And then you have to really get clear on, this is what I want. And that's how you shift your focus into law of attraction. And like I said, being aware of your thoughts and how your thoughts and your feelings and your words that you use create your reality. That's how you shift in order to create what you want, is when you have what you don't want. I'm going to take that one out because it's the second time I've seen it. The 10 of Wands, see, now we've come to the 10, the completion after the 9, which is feeling burdened, weighed down, realizing you need to put these burdens down. That's how you, like, once you realize what you do want and your wishes are being granted and being fulfilled, you're like, shit, I'm holding on to all this shit that I don't need. I'm putting it down. Because a lot of it belongs to other people, like in the sense of, I care what other people think about me, so I'm going to carry all of their judgments and their opinions, instead of just doing what makes me feel good and what I want to do. So the card that I saw a couple times and didn't take was the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling rejected, abandoned, and left out in the cold. Could also be about money loss, but it's feeling like the victim. That's what you're putting down, but it's also why you continue doing things that you didn't, or holding on to things that didn't serve you, or that were weighing you down, that were burdening you, because you had this fear of rejection and abandonment. So I feel like that's also something you're healing and letting go of. Justice. Justice is Libra, but it's balancing the karmic scales, balancing the scales of justice. I really feel it's karma. It's that and I think it's just finding equilibrium and balance in your life again, to where I think you swung the pendulum one way. You were in the very people-pleasy, I'm going to do what everyone else thinks is best, that energy. And now it's like you have to swing it the other way, and which means like you're completely leaving, right? You're way far away from that to focus only on self. And that needs to happen. But then at some point, it's like you're thinking of a pendulum is like, it'll swing one way and then up this way, and then eventually it'll find an equilibrium and a balance in the middle. And that's like where what you had to do, because your life was so out of balance before. So yeah, Four of Swords about rest, recuperation, needing to rest your mind. It's also about meditation. It's also about taking a break. needing to take a break. Yeah, I want to get more on this. I don't know if it's like, I feel like we're moving into present moment energy. The Ace of Pentacles. Yes, present and future. I think this is also like a realization of like, the more that I am still and I meditate and I slow down and allow myself to rest and to feel good and not feel burdened and weighed down, the Ace of Pentacles is opportunities coming in, like brand new opportunities, like actual physical things, tangible things you can see and feel and taste and touch. And so whether that's money, career, relationship, whatever it is you're trying to create, the more that you calm your mind, you become aware of your thoughts, you find peace within, you rest, that's when the opportunities come to you. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about being a stalemate. Knowing you need to make a decision, but deliberately not making a decision. What is this about? I kind of get, maybe this is where your lesson, one of your lessons is that when the opportunities do come in, you want to make sure that you are actually choosing them or noticing them, because this can, like, she's not blindfolded, but she has something over her eyes, and it's like, are you seeing the opportunities, or are you are you still too afraid to take them? The Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it is, so, I mean, it could be Taurus energy for you, like somebody, I kind of get that. But it's also marriage. It's also like higher commitment. Like, what are you committed to on a higher level? Because it represents religious institutions, right? So when you are getting married in a church, and that is, it's like it's not just between the two people getting married, it's between them and God, and like they're making a commitment in front of God. So it's like a higher commitment, higher path and purpose. So then we have Temperance and the Star. Well, I'm going to do the Star, which is Aquarius energy. But it's hope and healing and renewal, wishing on a star. And then we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. And this is emotional alchemy, balance, patience, taking two elements and combining them in order to make a third brand new element. So like they could represent these signs, Taurus, Aquarius, or Sagittarius, if you have that in your chart, or if somebody else you know you're thinking of does. But I do feel we are moving into present and future energy, whereas before this was past energy. So with the Moon and the Sun and the Gemini I Think card, I think that was you processing a past relationship, why it didn't work out, and seeing where it's taken you. And now you're learning how to maybe maybe there's an opportunity that has presented itself that you are looking at and not making a decision about. Or this is just the lesson that you're going through. More major arcana. Oh my gosh, we have the Emperor and the Empress came out together. Dang. Was not expecting that. Counterpart. So it's the mother and the father. It's Aries energy with the Emperor, but the Empress is divine feminine. The Emperor is divine masculine. So counterparts. The Sun and the Moon, basically. Okay, I'm going to get one of these, and then I'm going to do an extended to this video to see what else is coming about. But no. Ooh, wait, postpone, pause, say no. This like, and then, oh my God, and then how funny, yes is on the bottom. This is really interesting. I want to know what this no card is about. So something we're waiting on. See, maybe it's a relationship, or, and again, it doesn't even have to be like way, way past. It can just mean, like, I don't know. Maybe, this is confusing. I think somebody is confused, or you're confused about this relationship that you're thinking about, that you're processing, you're not sure if... See, actually what I get is like, I think for a while, maybe you thought this relationship that you're processing that didn't work out, you thought that was going to be the one for you. And now you're realizing it's a no. And you're like, no, wait, like perhaps you were going to jump on it. But then something new happens. I feel like an opportunity comes in. Maybe that's the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, I'm going to take the no and the yes card and leave it at that. Because that never happens. Honestly, these are like, that never happens. So, and with the Emperor and the Empress coming out, it's almost like a miracle, or it's like something just like falls into place to where it was like something was a no. And I get it's more so like you processing something from the past, thinking maybe that was the person for me, or wanting to try to, you know, whatever. And then something else comes in. That's where I said I felt like we were getting into present energy with the Ace of Pentacles is like this opportunity coming in. And then the Two of Swords is like, wait a minute, shit. I need to sit and think about this, and you have to make a decision. So you have to say no to one thing and yes to another. So it could mean saying no to a past person or a relationship you thought was for you, and then saying yes to a new one. Or it could mean saying no to a relationship or a past aspect of yourself and saying yes to your higher path and purpose. But I really feel love is showing up because we had the Two of Cups come out first, and we have the Emperor and the Empress, which are counterparts. And yeah, so I'm going to dig more into this, into the extended. So if you'd like to purchase that, you can click on the link below. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Empowering Authenticity. Okay, bye.